Help me understand the NFL Players Association gives team grades. So the players vote on things from is your team friendly to the families of the football players? The food, nutrition, weight room. Does anything happen? I saw the Jacksonville Jaguars, their grade for treating families of football players was an F. Like an F. Um, like I don't know what the treatment is, but does anything change with this? I think the Kansas City Chiefs got like
Like they're like they're
a
grounding like they're grounding somebody's kids or something.
I don't know, given timeouts or bad seats or whatever, not preferential parking, but does anything change when the players vote and it's an anonymous vote on
Yeah.
your team?
Yeah, I mean, it actually has worked. And, I think we all like gravitate to the low-hanging fruit. I don't know if you remember, but there was can't remember what team it was, but there was a rat problem with one of the teams. I think the Chiefs had,
Not
the
somebody
Chiefs
who
had,
was ratting things out. It was,
I, I think the Chiefs had like folding chairs in their locker room instead of real chairs.
but
The
that's when you're
Cardinals,
supposed to win. Then you take care of your players. That's
right,
proof that
right.
you win, and all you do is keep the money. You didn't upgrade
Well,
your.
was it the Cardinals that were like if you were staying late at the facility as a player, they were charging you for dinner? Like, like I don't know, like I there, but here's the thing: is like
Dang.
some of this stuff is ridiculous, and I do think like making it public has shamed some owners into making changes. You know what I mean? Like, and maybe that's the wrong word, but I think part of it has been. I mean, look, here's the deal. So these guys come from major college programs, most of them do, where they're in these facilities that are palaces,
Yeah.
and everything is done to make them feel like the most important people on campus. And it has to be that way because in college, you're recruiting kids and you need to entice them to pick your school over another one. And now in the era of the transfer portal, you have to convince the guy that he should stay when he can up and leave whenever he wants. The NFL has never had to do that, so like in a lot of cases, like these guys go from big time college programs, they'll walk into the NFL and their NFL facility will be way worse than what they were than their workplace in college. And there's really, with the amount of money the NFL makes, there's no reason for it to be that way. I mean, these are supposed to be finely tuned athletes that are, measuring everything that goes into their body and spending every waking moment trying to put themselves in position to play at the highest level on Sunday. And so, like, I think there was this feeling among NFL players in general, based on what a lot of those guys had as college players, that NFL teams were falling way, way, way short of where they should be. And I think there had been complaints in the past and they'd fallen on deaf ears. So, they go public, and I don't think it's a coincidence that a lot of these things improved. I mean, the Patriots, who've gotten killed the last couple of years in this, are opening a new facility. I think in part because of the bad PR they've
Hmm.
taken. The Chiefs replaced those chairs. The Cardinals don't charge for dinner anymore, which I don't think anybody charges for dinner anymore, which is like a good thing. It's funny that somebody did in the first place, but it took care of the problem on the back end. So I think that's the idea here, and I do think to some degree it's working. Maybe not with everybody, but I'd say the great majority of owners who've been publicly embarrassed by these report cards over the last 3 years have done something about it on the back end.